Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now in our C playlist, we are going to see about string in C. So basically what is string? String is a collection of characters that is stored in our continuous memory location. And it will be terminated by a null character. So in C, we does not have any separate data types for string. String are implemented using characters array, right? So for example, so what is our syntax to declare an array? The data type, our variable name, square bracket, and if you want to initialize the direct value, we will be directly initialize the value without giving any size, right? So here char and our variable name, array symbol, and we are initializing the string in the double quotes. So string will be represented in the double quotes. Okay, so in how the string will store in memory location means, so here we have one string that is India, right? So it will store in continuous memory location, right? So same like array, it will also store a single character in one box, and it will terminate at the last null character, right? This null character tells the compiler, here it is ending the string. The null character tells the compiler the string is ending here, right? Tells the string is ending, okay? So without null character, the compiler will give the garbage value or it will show some error. So the null character is important. If we didn't give null character, the compiler will automatically add the null character at the end of the string. While we declaring or initializing array like this, our string array like this, it will automatically add null character automatically while it is compiling. So next, why null character is important? Without this null character, the compiler cannot identify whether the string is ending or not, which is may lead to, I already said, right, it will output the garbage value or the runtime error or some security issues. So see, while we declaring string like this, we will see this declaration or initialization. For example, I am telling, so when we initialize like this, here we need to write the null character. Okay, so if you didn't write a null character, then it will leads to error. So the correct form is, we need to write here null character at the last. So this null also is a character in string, okay? So next we will see how to declare an initializing string step by step. So we have three methods in declaring and initializing the string. So our first method is character array. That is our manually we are writing the characters in array without getting the user input. So for that, our syntax is same like we are declaring integer array. So data type, then variable name, then the size of the array. In string we can give maximum size because we don't know how many characters we need here. So we are writing the maximum size here. So 10, 20, 50. But when you finding the length, it will give up to how many elements we have in this string array. Okay, so we will see how to find length in coming up classes. So then values. Okay, so this is the syntax to declare an array. So we will see one example, declare an string. So what is our syntax? Data type, variable name, array with size, then our value, right? So character, array name, then size, then whatever the character you need, you can give. So I am giving INFO. So while you printing, it will print the whole word. Okay, so you are giving it as separately, right? So when you are printing, it will print the whole name. That is, it will combine all the value and it will print like this. So this is how we declare an array. Don't forget to write the null character at the last. If you miss the null character, the compiler will confuse where the string is ending, right? So now we will see the next method, how to declare the string. So this is method 1, that is character array, we will do manually, right? So next we are going to see a next method, that is string literal. So most of us will use the string literal. We don't use this character array. So most of us will use this string literal. So it is easy for beginners also. So we will just write data type and string name, and without size we will just return the value. Okay, we will just write the string. So the compiler will add manually the null character at the end while it is compiling. So our method 2 is string literal. So our syntax is data type, variable name. Here we didn't mention any size, okay? We just directly give the string. So here I am giving hello. So see, here we didn't mention the null character because when we run this program, compiler will automatically add the null character at the last. So next method is pointer to string. So when we are coming to the pointer session, we will see about this declaring, okay? So don't worry. Just understood this two method, that is character array and string literal. In character array, we will mention some large size and we will give the value at single character. In the end, we will give null character to tell at this point the string is ending. Then our second method is string literal. We didn't mention any size here. We just declare it and we will give the value. Understood? Then we are moving to how to get user input and how we are going to print our string. Okay? So for printing string, we are just going to use printf, and the format specifier for string is %s. Okay, so here we declare one string, right? So I am going to print it. So printf, format specifier, then our string variable name. Okay, we try to print it. So see, we have got hello. Okay, so I will print this also. Then printf, %s, then our variable name. Okay, see we have hello. So you can declare any of these two methods and you can declare the string array, and the printing statement is common for these two. Okay, you are just going to write printf, then the format specifier %s, then your string variable name. Understood? So this is how we are going to print the output for the string. So we will see for the user input. So for getting the user input, now what we are using? We are using scanf, right? So in string, if we use scanf means, see for example, we are using scanf, right? We are using scanf and we are getting one string value. So what does the scanf do means, if I want to give the value as I am programmer, so the scanf will take up to this I am. When the space hits, when the user gives the space, it automatically confirms that the string is up to I am. It will not take after the space. So this will not be taken. So the scanf will only take I am and it will leave this programmer when the gap is occurred. So I will show you one example. So how we are going to get the user input means, first we want to declare one character array, that is str, give with maximum size like 20. Okay, so this is how we are going to declare a string for user input. Then scanf, and I am writing a %s and ampersand symbol str, right? So see, I am printing it. So and I am running it. So see, I am dash programmer. See, only I am are printed, right? Only this I am word is printed. When we given this gap, the compiler will automatically thinks the string as ended. So it will automatically give the null character to this m after. So it will write the null character at this empty space. So when we use this scanf, it will not take the string value with spaces. So for getting that value with spaces, we want to use another input function, that is fgets. Okay, so fgets is used to take the input from the user. It is also one input function. So in fgets, what is the syntax means? So we are writing scanf, right? Like that only. Fgets, then your variable name, then your size of your variable, what size it holds. We want to say that. So size of, then your variable name inside the size of, then std in, that means standard input. It tells we are getting the input from the user. Understood? So first, what is the syntax? Our variable name, then the size of our variable name. What size it has. So it will get there. So our size of str, then std in. So it represents standard input, right? So we will see one example. So we will just comment it. So what I have told. So first I am declaring one array. So with 20 I am giving. Then what input function we are going to do? F gets, right? So f gets, inside it, what is our syntax first? Variable name, then size of our variable name. So we are getting the size of our array, that's it, right? Then std in. What this will represent? It is, we are telling the compiler get the input from the user, that is standard input. So then I am printing the string, ampersand symbol, str. Sorry, we don't need. So see, in fgets we didn't use any ampersand symbol, right? So if I run this, so it asking the input. So I am programmer. See, it is printing I am programmer. Okay. So for getting the input for string, when you have to give the input with space, then use fgets. Okay. So when you use scanf, it will avoid the input after the space. So just use fgets to get the input with space. Okay. So we will see some string built-in functions. So to find the length, to copy the string, to duplicate the string, to compare the string. So there are some built-in functions in string. So we will see it one by one, and how it will work we will see. Okay. So first we are going to find the string length using built-in function. So for array we have done it manually, right? So we have taken the size of whole array and we divided it by size of one element, right? So but in string we have built-in functions to find the length. So what is our function name? Just str length, then brackets, right? So inside it we will give our string variable name, or we can just give the whole string there itself inside the double quotes. So for that we want to include one library, that is string.h. For getting the user input and output we are using stdio.h, right? So for using the string built-in functions we need to include some libraries, that is string.h. Then only we can use this built-in functions for strings. Understood? So first we want to include the string libraries, and using strlen function we are going to find the length of this function. So we will try it. So here we have declared one character array, and using fgets we get the user input, right? Then we printed that whole string. So now I am taking one variable length, and I am storing the length of the string in this length variable. So what is the function for finding the length of the string? So strlen. Inside the bracket we can give the variable name, or we can write the whole string, right? So here how many characters we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in our length variable what will be the value we have? We have 5, right? So here I am giving the variable name str, and I am printing this length. So for integer, format specifier is %d, and I'm printing this length variable. So I'm running this. So I'm giving info text and we have 13 character in it. So see, I have given info text, right? So how many character we have here? So all these things will have null character, right? So how many character totally I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? So now we will see some built-in functions in string. So to find the length of the string, to copying the length and duplicates. So how to do duplicating the string. So we will see now. So the first built-in function is string length. So in 1D array we have done manually, right? So to finding the length we have divided by size of the full array and divided by single value, right? So we have did manually, but in our string we have one built-in function, that is strlen. So for this built-in function we need to include one library, that is string.h. So for getting the input and output we have included one file, right, that is std.io. So for including this string built-in functions we need to give this library string.h. Okay, so we will see how to use this. So first include this string library, then in one variable length I'm going to find what is the function to find the length of the string, strlen. So inside it we can give the string variable also, or we can give the direct string, right? So how many character we have here? 5 character, right? So we will print this. So length. So I will run this. So see, we have got 5s length. Understood? So we will wait, I'm explaining this. So what we have, string hello, right? So basically how the string will represent in the memory location with this null character, right? So how many character we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So our output should be 6, right? But we have got only 5 because this strlen function will get the length up to this null character. So before this null character ends, it will take the length up to that before character. So that means it will take up to only this O. It will not include this null character, right? So it will calculate the length for HELLO. So it will not include the null character. So for including this null character and we want to see this length means we have another function called size of. Right, we already see in 1D array, right? So I am giving a same size of and inside it I am giving hello. So see, I am printing it. So first we have got 5 and next we have got 6. Understood? So when we are using strlen, it will not include the null character. It will calculate up to that string character only. It will not include this null character. If we use the size of, it will calculate the whole string including this null character. Understood? So str will return only the string length. The size of will also include this null character. Understood? So this is the function to calculate the string length. So we will see another function. So that is copying a string. So we are copying one string to the another string, right? So for that we have function strcpy, that is string copy. Okay, we will use this. So here I am declaring one character array with 20 size and another character array. So inside it I am writing C programming. Right. So what is the function to copy the one string to another? strcpy. So first check if you included this string library. So inside it, what we want to write? S1 and S2. So here at first you need to write to which variable you need to copy. And second you need to write from which variable you are copying from. Understood? So here I want to give my copy to str and I want to copy that from str2. Right? So now we will print this str, that is our first string. So we will try to print both the strings. So str1, then printf str2. So we will run this. So I have changed the variable, right? So here also I need to change the variable. So see, we have got C programming in str1 also, C programming in string 2 also. So I will leave some gaps. So C programming, C programming. So this is how we are going to copying from one string to another string using built-in function strcpy. Okay, I hope you understood this. So we will move on to the next built-in function. So next we have joining string. So what this means? So if you want to add two strings, then we are going to use this. That is basically concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings, right? So for that we have one function strcat. So using this function we are going to concat two strings. So see, we have one character array like good and we have our second character array morning. So we have, if we use this strcat and then our output will be good morning. Understood? So we will try this. So one character S1 equal to hello. Then I am writing another character array S2 world. So using strcat I am going to concatenate S1. At the end I am going to concatenate S2. So then our output will be printf %s1, right? So I am running this. So see, we have got hello world. So wait, again I am running this. So see, we have got hello world in it, right? So we will move on to the next function. So that is comparing two strings. So what is mean by comparing two strings? So we are going to compare that this string is equal to another string. Then it will give the output as, if it is 0 then the strings are equal. If it is less than 0 then the strings are, so if the output is -1 that means the first string is smaller. If the output is greater than 0 then the first string is greater, the second string is smaller. So this is how we are going to compare the string using strcmp. So we will check this. So printf. So what output we are going to get? So our output will be integer, right? So I am giving a %d. Then our function is str CMP to compare two strings, right? So first we are going to check for equal string, that is ABC, comma ABC. So here what is the output we will get? So here we will get 0 because both the strings are equal, right? So here we have got 0. So then we are going to see for percentage T, strcmp. So I am giving A, B I am giving, then CD I am giving. So here we have got -1 because AB is less than CD, right? So it will give -1 if our first string is less than. So the other one, so percentage D, sorry. So here I am writing CD and here I am writing AB. Then what will be output here? Here our output will be +1 because the second string is smaller. So see, 0, -1, 1. So this is how we are going to compare this string. So next we will move. So we are going to see about now accessing the individual character from our string. So same like the array, how we are having index, same like that in our string also we are having the index. Based on that index we are going to access it. Okay. So first see, we have some value, that is India, right? So in array what we are seeing, we have some values like this and we have index up to n-1, that is n-1, right? In string also we have this India, means this I as 0, this n as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Here also length -1. So string also continuous block of memory, right? It also stored in continuous block of memory. So it also some index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from India I just want to print this D. So what I supposed to do? I just want to write my variable name, then square bracket, then what index? 2. So then I will get the output as D, right? So this is how the accessing the character from an string will represent. So if I want this A, means I just want to write variable name, then at what index it is storing? 4, right? So my output will be now A. So this is how we are going to access the element from an string. Okay, single character. So we will see now how to iterate to loop and how we are going to print a single character. If it is India, we will print INDIA. Okay. So how we are going to print it? We will see it. So we are going to iterate to the string and we are going to print the single character, right? So I am declaring one character array str of 20 and inside I am taking info tickets, right? So now I am going to iterate to this and we are going to print the single character from this string. So first I am taking, we are going to use while loops, okay? So first I am taking the I as 0, okay? Then while my str of I is not equal to null character, right? So up to what condition we are going to run this while? Up to my str of I is not equal to null character, right? So until that I am going to print my character, right? So str of I. So after that what we need to write? We need to increment the I, right? Because if we didn't increment the I, it will run infinity loop. So we need to increment this I. Okay, so we will see. So I will print one character at one line. So now we will run this code and we will check. So see, we have got info techies, right? So now we will run this code. So see, we have got info techies, right? So this is how we are going to iterate to each character from the string. Okay. So what if my character array is like this, str like 20 I am given, and in info techies. So here my null character is important, right? So what if I run this? I will get the same output. See, before also same output, now also same output. So info techies. So both the array we are going to iterate like this, right? So this is how we are going to iterate to these things. Now we have seen some built-in functions in string, right? So we are going to do it manually. Instead of using the built-in function, I am going to tell how to write the manual code for that functions, right? So now we are going to first see about the strlen function. We are going to manually write the code to find the length of the strings. Okay, for that I want one string. So str, then I am giving some string. Okay, so I want to find the length of this info techies without using this strlen. So what I supposed to do means, first I am initializing one variable, that is length, to find the length. Initially I am starting from 0, right? So same like it travels, right? Same like that. My str of length is not equal to null. Then run my while loop. And I am telling length plus plus. So I am here counting the length, then printf %d, then length. So we will just run this. So see, we have got our length 12. So see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it will not include this null character. It will only count up to this z character, right? So if we add this null character, then we will get 13. We didn't add this character, so we get 12. So this is the strlen function. We have written manually to find the length, right? So what is our code? First char str, then inside it I am just writing the hello, and I have taken one len variable equal to 0, right? And I have write the code when my str of len, square bracket, is not equal to null character, just run my while loop. And I have said len plus plus. So what is happening here? So first my length is 0, right? So here in the memory location it will store like this, right? So wait, I will write it clearly. So HELLO/0. So in the memory location it will store like this with the indexes, right? So my program will come to this line, right? So what it is checking? It is checking str of len. What is our len value? 0. So it is checking it is not equal to null or not. What is our 0th? We have h, right? So here h is not equal to null character. So this loop will goes to this and it will increment the length value to 1. So now again it will come to this line and it will check str of 1 is not equal to null or not. What we have in 1? We have e in 1, right? So it will check e is not equal to null character, then length plus plus. Then our length will be 2. Now it will check for this 2 and it will tell L is not equal to 0, then length plus plus. Now our length will be 3. Then again it will check for 3, length of 3 is not equal to null or it will check. Null of 3 what we have? L we have. Again it is not equal, then length will be R and now the length will be 4, right? So then it will check the length of 4 and what we have? We have O in 1. So it is not equal to null, then it will increment the length value. Now our length is 5. So it will check length of 5 is not equal to null character. No, null is not equal to null character because it is equal. So this loop gets terminated. So finally we have this 5 in our length. So our length equal to 5. So this is how the while loop is traversing. Understood? So what is our second function? str copy, right? So here we don't want the string function because we didn't use any C functions here. So a string function. So basically what does it str copy done? It will copy one string to another string, right? So first we need two strings. I am taking S1 as hello and one S2 of 20 I am taking. Okay. So again we are going to use while loops. So for that I am taking one I to iterate the string. And while my S1 of I is not equal to null character, then what you are supposed to do means you want to do S2 of I equal to S1 of I. So then we are going to increment the I, right? So basically what we are going to do, this index value we are copying to the another string of the same index, right? So my I is starting from 0, right? So 0th index value of this string will be stored to 0th string of this string, right? So finally we want to end the second string, right? So S2 of I will equal to null character, right? So finally when my I reaches this 5, then the I will be stops at 5, right? Then at 5 I am going to add the null character. Understood? So we will just run this code. Now we will print the second string. So see, we have got hello in our second string. So our first string is hello, right? So now we have copied this to our second string. So this is how we are going to copy the one string from another string manually. So we didn't use any string functions here. We just done it in manually. Understood? So this is how we are going to manually do the string copy functions. Understood this? So So we will now move on to the next function. So I hope you understood this line, or else I will explain it. So we have like two character S1, in that we have hello, right? So then another array S2 with maximum size of 20, and we didn't do anything with that. We have done, we just declared it, right? Yeah, we just declared that. Then I am taking one I equal to 0, and I have checked if my str not, S1 of I is not equal to null character. Up to that, run my while loop. So what I have said, S2 of I, just put my value of S1 of I. Then I have written I plus plus. At last what I had wrote, S2 of I equal to null. So what is happening here? We have this S1, hello, right, with index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then S2 we have some memory location. So first what will happen, our I is 0, right? So first in the line it will check S1 of I, that is 0 is not equal to null character. Yeah, it is not equal to null because it is H. Then it will come to this line and it will add the S2 of 0, the S1 of 0. That is, it will add S2 of 0 H. So it will create one index and it will add H to X. It will not create, it is already there because we have mentioned some size, right? So up to that size it will create some memory location. So in the 0th index H will be stored. Then I will be plus plus to 1. So again S1 of 1 is not equal to null because we have E in it. So again it will change the value, S2 of 1 index, it will store S1 of 1 index. So what we have? We have E, right? So it will store S1 of 1 index equal to E. That is, in the first index it will store E, right? Then again the I will be incremented to 2. It will check S1 of 2 is not equal to null or not. Yeah, we have L in it, right? So S2 of 2, in string 2 at second index it will store the string 1 second index value, and that is L, right? So at second index it will store now L. Then again I will be plus plus to 3. It will check 3 is not equal to null. Of course we have L in that. So it will add the third index, the string 1 third index value, that what we have L again. So again it will check for 4 and it will add 0, and finally our I will comes to this 5 and it will check 5, S1 of 5 is not equal to null or not. So what we have in our 5, we have null character. So this will becomes true and the while loop will be terminated. And what we have wrote in line. So now what is our I value? Our I value is 5, right? So it will just write S2 of 5th index will be my null pointer. That is, there is my string ends. So here it will add the null and this is our final copied string. Understood? So this is how the copying is happening, right? So I will move on to the next function. So now we will see for our next function, that is string concatenation. Okay. So for that what we need two string, right? So for that I am taking one S1 with hello I am taking. Then another character array S2 and I am taking world. right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take two variables, j equal to 0, right? So for first what I'm supposed to do means, so s1 of I is not equal to null character means just move until the null character I'm telling. So for that I'm writing this. So my I will stop at this value, right? So what I supposed to do means, so stop my I when it reaches this O and take the length of it. So basically we are taking the length, that's it. So then what I'm doing means, then while my S2 of J is not equal to null. Okay. So what I am doing means, S1 of I is equal to S2 of J. Okay. Then I plus plus J plus plus. So finally I am going to write S1 of I equal to null character. We have done it before sum itself, right? So now I am going to print the first string. So we will run this and see we have got hello world, right? So if you not seen clearly, we will run again. So see we have got hello world, right? Understood? So this is how we are going to copy one string from another string without using any built-in function, doing manually, right? So if you didn't understand, so wait, let me explain you. So first we have one string like hello, right? And another string like world. So this is S1, this is S2. So what I am doing here means, so I am taking one variable I equal to 0 and j equal to 0, right? So first I have write one while loop, right? For why I write that loop? I have set the condition my S1 of I is not equal to null character, right? So what is supposed to do means, it will go through every character, that is H, E, L, 0, O. It will go to all this variable and just it will increment my I count, right? So what it will do, it will just increment my I value. So for first value it will take and it will increment to 1, then second it will increment to 2, 3 it will go increment to 3, 4 it will go 4, it will increment to O, and till O it will increment, right? So it will reach my null character and it will finally increment to 5 and it will check S1 of 5 is not equal to null character, it will check. Yeah, that is null character, right? So now my I will be goes up to 5, right? Then what I have written in my second while loop, I have written here, I am checking the string 2 is not equal to null character, run up to that. So it will check S2 of j, it is not equal to null, until this the while loop will run, right? So now my I is 5, my j is 0. So it will add the value to the string 1, that is S1 of I equal to S2 of j. So what my I holds? My I hold 5, right? So S1 of 5. It will replace the value of S2 of 0. First it starts from 0, right? So what we have in my S1, H, E, L, O, then null character. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will add my fifth index. It will remove this null character and it will add this W, that is my first character, to the string 1. Then we incremented I and then we incremented j also, right? So my I will be changed to 6, J will be changed to 1. So again it will replace the S1 of 6 with S2 of 1. So what we have in 1? We have 1 in O. So it will change the 6th index to O. Then again the I will be incremented to 7, J will incremented to 2. And it will check the S2 of J, that is S2 of 2 is not equal to null, or it will check. What we have in S of 2, we have R. So R is not equal to null. Yeah, that is true. Then only it will goes to this condition and it will execute. Now S1 of 7 we will replace to S2 of 2. So what we have? R we have, right? So R. So now it will check the S1 of 8. Now it will add S2 of 3, right? So where J value is incremented to 3, then this L will be stored in our 8th index. Then again the I value incremented to 9 and J value incremented to 4. Then again S1 of 9, it will store S2 of 4. So what we have in our 4th index? D, right? So it will add a D here in the 9th place. So next we are going to do it for function 4, that is comparison 4 function. So str CMB, right? So we are going to compare two string and we are going to return if it is equal or not. So first for that we need two string, right? Then another string. So I am taking I equal to 0 and one variable def equal to 0 to stores whether it is equal or negative or it is greater. So why? My S of I should not equal to null and my string 2 of I should not be equal to null character. So until this loop will be run. So inside this I am just going to write if my S of I is not equal to string 2 of I, just store the value in the difference. S of I minus second string of I. Then we are going to break immediately, because if it is not equal, then what is the use of checking all these strings? Then I am going to just increment this. I am going to increment this I. Then at last, if my def is equal to 0 and the S of I, that is our first string, is also completed, and I am checking my second string also completed. Then I am going to print two strings are equal. Or else print it is not equal. So I will run this. So we have got two strings are equal. See, we have write ABC, ABC. We will try with another CDE. So see, it is not equal. Okay. So because ABC is different, CDE is different, right? So this is our code to compare the two strings manually. Understood? So now we will move on to the problems. Okay. So I hope you understood all these four functions. We have a lot of functions in strings. So this is the most functions we use. We did it in built-in functions as well the manual code. So I hope you understood both. So we will move on to now problems. So now we are going to see some questions in string. So our first question is count vowels in a sentence. So our problem is a text editor wants to count how many vowels are present in a given sentence. So our input is we need to enter string, that is welcome to C programming. So our output is how many vowels we have in that. So we have 7 vowels in that. So what are the vowels we have? A, E, I, O, U, right? So we want to count that and we just need to print that count. So first we will iterate throughout the strings and then we will check using if condition whether it is A, E, I, O, U, both for uppercase and lowercase. Okay, so stop the video, try it yourself. I am going to code it. So first for that we need one string, right? So str of 28 I am declaring it. Then using f gets str size of str, then standard input, right? So after getting it, we want to iterate through that, right? So I am taking for int I equal to 0, I am starting. Then my str of I should not equal to null character, right? Then I plus plus. I am initializing one count variable here. So inside it, if my str of I equal to character small a, or maybe this may be true or this may be true, like that we are going to use. So what is basically OR operator will do? One condition is true, then it will execute the program, right? So str of I equal to E, A, E, I, O, E, right? A, E, I, O, U. So I am copying this. A, E, I, O, A, E, I, O, U, right? A, E, I, O, U. Now we have checked for lowercase. Now we are going to check for uppercase, right? So this is for uppercase. A, E, I, O, U, right? If this condition is true, then count plus plus. So if our string character is any of this letter, then we will just increase our count. Understood? Then finally we are going to print our count value. So we will run this code. So I am giving I am programmer. So it has 5 vowels. So I, A, O, A, then E. So it has totally 5 vowels in it. So again I am running it for info techies. So it also has 5 vowels in it. Okay, I hope you understood this problem. So we will move on to the next problem. So our second problem is password strength check. So what is our scenario? A password is considered strong if the length is greater than 8 characters and it should contain at least 1 digit. So our task is to write a program to check a password strength. So here if we give the input as hello 1 2 3, it should contain 8 characters in it and it should also contain 1 digit in it. Right? So here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Totally 8 characters we have and we have 3 digits in it. So this is a strong password. So how we are going to do? First we want to calculate our length. So using while we will calculate the length, right? So don't use any built-in functions. Then using the same while we will check if it is digit is present in our string. Then we will use one variable for boolean values and we will make it as true. And if the value is true, we will just print it is strong password, right? So I will code this. So now we are going to code for the sum to check whether the password is strong or not. For that first we need one string, right? So char string then size. So using fguts, we are going to get the input from the user. So what is the syntax? Variable name, size of, then our variable name, then standard input. Then I am initializing one variable for finding the length equal to 0 and to count whether the password is present digit or not. So first starting I from 0 and my str of I should not equal to 0. Then I plus plus. So first we are going to calculate the length. For that, if my str of I is equal to /n, then just continue, don't do anything, or else just increment the length value. Then what we are going to find? We are going to find if our string contains digits or not. So for that I am writing one if condition. If my str of I greater than equal to 0 and my str of I is less than equal to 9, then there will be one integer in our string. Then we are going to change our digit into 1 because 1 means true, 0 means false, right? So finally, if our length is equal to 8 and our digit is equal to 1, We are just going to print our password is strong. Else, we are going to print the password is not strong. So I will run this code. So it is asking for input. So I am giving hello 1 2 3. See, the password is strong. If I given with no digits mean, see, just hello. So it is saying this is not the strong password. Okay. So if I entered more than 8 characters, so hello 1 2 3 4 means, then also it is not a strong password. It should contain only 8 letters and it should contain one single digit in it, right? So when we use this fgets, before this null character, it will have one /n. That is, it will have one new line in it. So to avoid that, we are checking this if condition. So when you reach this new line, just continue, don't do anything. Like that we are saying to this compiler. So when that new line reaches, it will not count as a length, right? Then only we will get our correct length. Then we are checking this if condition. So if our string contain like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up to 9 only we have digits, right? So it will take single character only. So it will check for 9. So we include here 9 also. So then it will go inside and make the digit as 1. So here why we use digit as 0? Because 0 means false and 1 means true, right? So when our string contain at least one digit, so it will automatically turn into 1 and 1 means true, right? So this is our code to find whether the password is strong or not. I hope you understood this code. So try it yourself. We will move on to our next problem. So our third scenario is count uppercase and lowercase letter. A text analyzer counts uppercase and lowercase letters separately. So first we want to initialize two variable, that is uppercase count and lowercase count, right? So if our input is this hello word, we need to count separately how many uppercase are there and how many lowercase are there. So we are just going to iterate through the string and we are going to find whether it is uppercase or lowercase and we are going to increment this count, right? So pause the video and try it yourself. So I will do this code now. So for that we are going to do count uppercase and lowercase, right? So for that we need one string. So I am writing character array str20, then using fgets, str standard input, str, then size of or str, then standard input, right? So then we are going to initialize two variable, that is upper equal to 0 and lower equal to 0 at start, right? Then for starting from 0, you can use while also. Then my str of I should not equal to null character. Then increment my I. Then what we are going to do? We are going to check whether it is uppercase or lowercase. So if my str of I greater than equal to A and our str of I less than equal to Z, then lower plus plus, right? Else upper plus plus. So what if there are some digits or some special character? So just give else if. If you are not confident with that else, just give else if str of I greater than equal to our capital A and str of I less than equal to my capital Z. Then do upper plus plus. Okay. So now just print phi uppercase letter we have in our string, right? So one new line here, upper. So same for the lower. Then same for lower, right? So we will run this. So we will run it new terminal. So I am giving hello world. So see, we have 4 uppercase and 6 lowercase, right? So I am going to run again. So see, we have info techies. So it has 5 uppercase and 7 lowercase. So this is how we are going to code for how to count uppercase and lowercase. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, let me see in the comments. So now we are going to, I hope you all understood how this for loop is iterating. So that's why I am not explaining the iteration of this loop. Right? I hope you know how to iterate it and how to trace it. So now we are moving on into the next problem. So next, our 4th problem is check palindrome sentence, ignore spaces. So our problem is a security system checks whether a sentence is palindrome, ignore spaces. So palindrome means what? Palindrome means the word or sentence should be same from front to back and back to front. See our input, never, odd or even. So if we write it from backward means NEVER, never. So again ODDR and again R and even. See, even if we read in this backward, it is same. So that means palindrome. If we can read the same sentence left to right and right to left, that is called palindrome, right? So the string will read the same from the forward and backward, right? So now we are going to code for it. So now we will write the code for our palindrome sum. So first we want string right. So str of 100 I am taking. So then I am going to initialize 3 variable I, j and palindrome equal to 1 I am taking, because 1 means true and 0 means false. So if our palindrome value is 1, then it is true. If it is 0, then it is false, right? So now I am going to get the user input. F gets str, size of str, then stdio, right? So then I am going to take the j value as strlen of our string minus 2. So why I am giving minus 2? So basically when we use fgets and give one value, it will add the new line and null pointer at the end of this string. So basically we want to remove this 2, right? So if we do this means my length will be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 it will get. So up to null, it will leave the null pointer and it will get 6, right? So basically minus 2 means we will get 4. So here 4 means the index will be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 means the index value of 4 is 4. So basically we are taking that. Okay. So what I am supposed to do here means, so we are going to check palindrome, right? So I am going to start my I from this H and the J from this O. So one end I and another end J. So if palindrome means both the same index, same value should be there, right? See, if there is BA, then C, then CAB. So see, I am starting from this BI and I am starting my J from this B. So if both the value are equal, then the I will be incremented to this A, my J will be decrement to this A. Now this two value will be compared. Then that also true, then it will come to this C. So now this both are also true. Then this is a palindrome sentence or word. So our condition also, like every time I should be less than J, then only we are going to run our loop. So why the I should less than J means, so our I should be starting from here and J should be starting from right to left. So why I am saying I less than J means, so one time it will reach us here, right? So I will this C, J will this C. Then the I will again go to this A and J will go to this A and I will go to that A. But we already checked, right? So we are writing J less than E up to that. So far already declared I. So starting from 0, my I should be less than J and I plus plus. So first, if I given some like another word also, I want to remove the space, right? So I am here writing one condition, that is if my str of I, that is when I am coming from this side, that is left to show, right? If you find any space, just continue, don't do anything, that's it, okay? That means that part will not do anything, it will just continue. The space will not compare with any strings. So if my str of J, that means while coming from this side, see we have a space, right? So that time what we are going to do means, so we are just going to decrement our I to the next value, that is a space we found, right? So I am going to move this to this B. Then I am decrementing this I also, because my I will increment to, see if I give you a space means my I is A and it will compare to this space, right? Then it will not equal. So, and it will move on to the C. And while I am, if space found, just move on to this character and I also move backward. Okay, the I should also compare to the previous character, just increment and just continue with it. That's it. Okay, so finally we are going to check if my str of I is not equal to str of j. So instead of checking the every character, if one character is not equal, then just do palindrome equal to 0. That means make the false and just break the loop. So finally, if palindrome, that means if the palindrome is 1, it will come to here and it will give here 1, right? So just print palindrome, else printf not a palindrome, right? So we will run this. So never, odd or even. So here why we are not getting not a palindrome? Because we forgot to decrement the I. If this 3 condition fails, then the I will be at same position, right? So we want to decrement it. So small mistake will make the program error. Okay. So never, odd or even. So see, this is a palindrome. So the space is not considered here. So you read it from backward. Never, odd or even, right? Same thing. So I hope you understood this. If you want the explanation for this code, that means I want to draw it from and explain, just please comment it. I will make one video for that. So thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for your support. So subscribe for more videos. And we will see in our next topic. If you have any doubts in it, so that let me know it. So I am giving for you one homework sum. So here your scenario is to find the longest word in a sentence, right? So what is your task? A text analyzer need to find the longest word in a sentence. So that means you will give one sentence as an input, right? So first take one array and get this input. So take another character array to store the longest word, right? So first loop through this sentence one time, that is using one for loop, right? So inside it check. So up to this space, check the value and count how many letters it has. Then initialize one variable with max count. So check if our previous word count is greater than our current count. Then if that is, then make this word copy in our new array that we declare, right, for the longest word in that array. Then finally print that longest word. Okay. So if you understood, just try. If you not understood, let me see in the comments. I will make one video and I will post this. If you want any explanation, let me know. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.